On Friday, 12th of July 2024, the whole of India was at a standstill because the wealthiest man's child, Anat Ambini, was tying the knot with his beautiful longtime girlfriend. Well, alongside, we saw a lot of performances and, of course, dignitaries gracing the occasion. The likes of Kim Kardashian and his sister Kourtney Kardashian, from America, even were seen or graced the occasion of the wedding. However, the most talked about person after this wedding is Rema, because allegations that circulated on social media was the fact that the wealthiest man's child paid Rema $5 million just to come perform his hit song with Selena Gomez, the remix, the countdown song. Yes. Now, there have been some interesting confabulations about it, some speculating that it was not true, that he was paid $5 million, some also alleging that it was an amount of $3 million. Now, guys, we're actually going to talk about this because people are saying that Rema has been putting dust into the eyes of people, and of course, his colleagues are not understanding why things like this are happening. Some also are saying that this is actually going to serve as a difficult moment for artists to even get booked because they are actually charging some whopping amounts, and unfortunately, if event organizers are not able to pay such huge amount, it means that they will not be allowed to perform on such shows. Now, I'm just asking myself, was he paid $3 million? Was he paid $5 million? Well, someone has the full details of this particular conversation. Let's just take a listen at this video. We'll come back and, of course, expound on this conversation.
Rema was not paid $5 million. He was never paid $5 million. Somebody needs to come out and set the record straight. This Afrobeat over our lie done too much, and this lie they affect the business because other artists they reason and think say they possible, and they jack up their prices, making themselves not going for shows. Rema was not paid $5 million.
So this video shortly comes after Portable made wild allegations saying that right now Nigerian musicians, especially in the Afrobeat industry, are cashing out big time and are making huge sums of money. However, this man you just watched his video says that it is not true. There's no way Rema will be giving $3 million or $5 million, because still now we still cannot actually get the real figures of what he was paid, whether it was $5 million, whether it was $3 million. But I think the initial amount we did see was $3 million. I saw, what's it called? For confirmation's sake, what I saw was $3 million. I don't know about where the $5 million is coming from. So according to what Portable said, Nigerian musicians, especially in the Afrobeat industry, are cashing out big time because you're charging more than they are expected to. Some are charging $1 million. Recently, Burna Boy also was seen performing at an event, and it came out that he apparently charged $5 million just for that performance. So if Burna Boy indeed was paid $5 million, definitely Rema is a big star and could even charge more or still within that range of $5 million or maybe less. Let's just assume that it's $3 million. What's the big fuss about it? But unfortunately, rumors do seem it was not true. Even though, yes, an artist is a billionaire, his father is rich, they're wealthy, there's no way he would have paid Rema to come perform for just some few seconds or minutes and take a $3 million or $5 million. Well, that brings me to another interesting conversation about this twist of the story, because recently also Rihanna performed at the I think it was this same wedding. Well, that was an engagement, I think. She was rumored to have been given $8 million. So if Rihanna took $8 million, or let's just assume that she took $5 million, Burna Boy took $5 million, why are there so much talks about Rema receiving that same amount? Is it that Rema is too small to bask that amount of money? Is it that people just don't understand that it is his time, his season, and is basking a lot of glory already? Or there are some people who are just so not happy for the fact that Rema is actually doing so well in the Afrobeat industry? Well, if you do ask me, it is time for him to shine, and whether it's true or not, well, I just don't care. He's just making his money, right? But Portfolio is making or causing so much traffic on the internet, but I think our musicians are doing so well and they deserve everything that they do. Everybody should get whatever amount they actually are investing in. If you ask me, whether he charged 10 billion, whether it is work, and of course definitely he was showing up at a wealthy man's child's wedding. what were you expecting? He should charge 5 naira? No, definitely. Looking at the standard of the event, he charged accordingly because, and guess what? It was just a few minutes of performance. He only performed Countdown, and the rest was nothing, you know. And the fans or the attendees at the wedding were just cheering him up, actually wanting him to perform or repeat the song more and more again. I think he performed that same song for 3 times, and of course, just as you can imagine, that brought the show onto a standstill with people actually enjoying so much from Rema. I think he did so well, but the money is the issue over here. Some say he cannot get that amount. He just does not deserve it. But the other school of thought about musicians opening wildly like that in charging whilst performing is the talk of the town. I mean, I think this is a relevant issue that we have to also sit and talk about it, because right now they feel like, no, I've charged more than $1 million already. So if you're booking me on an event, you have to make sure that you have enough in your coffers to be able to actually bill me on the show. But I think it depends. Seriously, it depends. Every show and what the performers would want to charge. So this one, I would want to speak for Rema in a bit. Well, you can disagree with me inside the comment section. He deserves it. Whether it was 3 million, he deserves it. Whether it was 5 million, he deserves it, because a lot of people have done it. Rihanna has done it. Beyonce has done it. Burna Boy has done it. Davido himself has done it. So why can't we just be happy for the fact that Rema is also doing it well? I don't know. But let's once again take a listen to this interesting video. Apparently, he seemed to say that it is not true that Rema took 5 million or 3 million US dollars after performing at Nat's wedding.
Rema was not paid $5 million. He was never paid $5 million. Somebody needs to come out and set the record straight. This Afrobeat over our lie done too much, and this lie they affect the business, because other artists they reason and think say they possible, and they jack up their prices, making themselves not going for shows. Rema was not paid 5 million.
This should be Basito, I guess. That's his name, and he seemed to be an industry person and says that, well, it's not true. Rema did not get such amount. But since you're saying that it's not true, what amount is he thinking Rema could have, been paid during this wedding? Because this is a lavish wedding. This is a wealthy man's, wedding we're talking about. The whole of India, that is the son to a billionaire. If Rihanna went at this same wedding or the engagement and she allegedly took 8 million US dollars, just imagine. Why are we actually making so much noise about the fact that Rema, was paid that amount of money? Do I kind of sense some kind of jealousy here in the industry that, well, it is not our favorite, so we have to come and attack the fact that this person does not deserve this amount, and we're actually using it as a general conversation that they are actually causing more than harm than good to the industry personalities in the industry? Well, I mean, as I said, this is just a normal thing everybody would want to do. Sometimes you also have to allow yourself to be known in the trends, just for the trend's sake. Of course, people have to talk about you, because had it not been the fact that this amount of money came up, I think everybody would just be minding their business. Well, of course, he went to perform at a Billionaires wedding, and so what? That would be the definite conversation right now. But the fact that allegedly he was paid 5 million or 3 million, it has sparked conversation. And right now, the ratings of Rema has shot up drastically. So just in case you are an event organizer, just make sure that you have at least so much in your account. Well, leave your thought in comments inside the comment section.